What's going on, everybody? This is Dwayne, and I run Brohio Podcast Personal Stories. If you can, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. Also, please go to the Bros YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. Their channel is Brohio Podcast. A link to their channel is in the description down below, and they usually go live about every Monday or Tuesday night. Without further ado, let's get to the video. Peace.
TikTok platform to breaking the stigma around herpes. God damn it. I was hoping it wasn't going to be one of those kind of episodes.
Oh, man.
Here we are.
We need to get that frog out of here.
Dude, ever since I installed that air conditioner stuff, they sneak in through the cracks and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of coming back to me right now as we sit here talk about this. When I was little, if you guys listen to the Patreon episode this week, I talk about some babysitters I used to have.
Yeah.
Some really funny stories in there. But one of my first babysitters, she lived across the street from the cemetery where the witch's grave was. And she was taking us to the cemetery. Mm-hmm. And I remember she's like, we're coming up to a spot where there's... Sorry, I'm getting some interference here.
I hear it too.
It's gone. We were coming up to a spot where she said, there's an imprint of a devil's tail on one of these headstones over here. And I was like, well, that's fucking creepy. I was little, kindergarten, first grade. Mm. And she said, there's an imprint of the devil's tail on one of these headstones. I'm going to show it to you guys. But I'll tell you this, that I feel really weird every time I'm by it. It makes me feel uneasy. And being in a kindergarten or first grade, I'm like, well, fuck this. Fuck all of this. And she's looking for it. She's walking through all the headstones. And I'm like, what are you... You're walking on a lot of headstones.
Yeah.
What's going on? And she said, when you step on a headstone, and I'm still friends with this lady on Facebook. Mm-hmm. She said, if you step on a headstone, you have to say, God, I'm sorry I stepped on the headstone. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I stepped on a grave. Oh, okay. So until I was probably like 12 or 13, if I'd walk on a grave, I would say, God, I'm sorry I stepped on the grave.
Yeah.
So sorry. But then she found it. She's like, I found it. But she almost sounded like feeble, like it kind of took her breath away. And we walked over there and we're like excited to see it. And then as I'm approaching, it looked like a devil's tail, a long tail with a diamond on it. It was rust colored. It looked like it had slapped the tombstone. It was and it's probably still there to this day. I could go over there and probably find it. It would take me a long while, but I could definitely find it. But it is very apparent, a tail with a diamond, not a diamond, a triangle at the end of it.
Yeah.
Looked like it slapped the gravestone. But I'm like, me and my little brother looking at it, we're like, wow, it really looks like a devil's tail. And we're kind of hopping around looking at it and stuff. And then she's not talking. And we look back at her, and she's sitting down with her knees pulled up to her chest. But, dude, she was looking right through us. She looked like she was looking through the gravestone, through us. She wasn't responding. She wasn't talking to us. And to this day, man, it lasted for like 2 or 3 minutes. We're just standing, we're kids. We know we have to stay with her, but we're just standing there waiting for her to get done. And she kind of like came back too. It was almost like she was in a trance or something, man.
It's weird.
It's really weird. But then we were both like, you got us. Like we were both scared. We told her like, you got us. And she was just kind of like, ha 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 ha. Yeah. She didn't say what she was doing, what she was thinking about, or if she was fucking with us. If she was fucking with us, great act, because you got my ass. But, man.
Oh my God, I just love the Brohio Podcast. Please hit that like or subscribe button.